All right, let's talk about pizza. But really, we're going to slice into a simple question that uncovers this huge secret about how your brain actually makes decisions. Let's dive in. No, seriously, think about it. You've been waiting, you're starving, that pizza finally arrives, and that first slice, oh, it is pure magic, right? But then you get to slice number 3, maybe slice number 4, and I don't know, it just doesn't hit the same. It's good, but it's not that good. Well, that feeling, that's not just you. It's actually a core principle of economics. Okay, so what is this big secret? It's a powerful idea called the law of diminishing marginal utility. Yeah, I know, it sounds super complicated, like something out of a textbook, but I promise you, by the time we're done here, it's going to feel like total common sense. So what does that mouthful actually mean? Well, it's a really simple idea. The more you have of something right then and there, the less satisfaction you get from the next one. You know, that first slice of pizza, it's amazing. It tackles your hunger. The second one, still pretty great. But that third slice, you're kind of just filling a gap at that point. And this quote right here, it just nails it. The more you have of something, the less excited you are to get one more of it. That single idea is the heart of this whole thing, and it applies to literally everything. Pizza, water, binging your favorite show, you name it. Okay, let's break down those scary-sounding words so they're not scary at all. First up, utility. That's just the economist's fancy word for, well, satisfaction, happiness, the good feeling you get. Then there's marginal. That just means the additional one or the extra one. You know, the next slice of pizza. And diminishing? Well, that's easy. It just means decreasing or going down. So put it all together. Diminishing, marginal, utility. Decreasing, additional, satisfaction. See? Not so bad. Now, of course, like with any rule, there's some fine print. Economists have a few conditions for this whole thing to work perfectly. First, they assume you're being rational, trying to make yourself as happy as possible. Second, the consumption has to be continuous. So one slice of pizza now and another one for dinner 5 hours later, that doesn't count. It has to be one after the other. And finally, each slice, or whatever it is, has to be pretty much identical.
Okay, so enough with the theory. Let's see how this thing works in the real world with a classic example. Let's talk about the thirsty runner.
Okay, I want you to picture this. You've just finished a super long, hot run. The sun is just beating down on you, your throat is scratchy, you are absolutely parched. All you can think about is water. So you get that first glass of water and, oh my gosh, it is the best thing you have ever tasted in your life. It feels life-saving. So in our little economic experiment, let's say that gives you a massive amount of satisfaction or utility. We'll give it a score, let's say 100 points of happiness. All right, now for the second glass. Is it good? Oh yeah, it's still fantastic. It's refreshing, you're still pretty thirsty, but that desperate I'm gonna die of thirst feeling, it's gone. So the extra satisfaction you get from this glass is a little bit lower. Let's call it 80 points. Still really good, just not 100 points good. Okay, now we're on to glass number 3. At this point, you're not really dying of thirst anymore. You're just hydrating. It's fine, it does the job. But that feeling of pure bliss, yeah, that's long gone. The enjoyment level has kind of dropped off a cliff. So the marginal utility, the extra happiness, might only be, 30 points? Now, let's push it. Imagine trying to chug a 5th glass. You're starting to feel bloated, your stomach is sloshing around, you might even feel a little sick. Drinking more water at this point isn't good. It actually makes you feel worse. Your satisfaction, your utility has just gone negative. This is literally the definition of too much of a good thing. Okay, so this is where it all comes together when you see the numbers. Let's look at that marginal utility column first. See that? It's just going down, down, down. 100, 80, 30, all the way to -10. That is the diminishing part right there. But, and this is so important, now look at the total utility column. It actually keeps going up at first. 100, then 180. You're happier overall after 2 glasses than you were after just 1, even though that second glass wasn't quite as magical. Getting the difference between these 2 columns is the whole game. And this chart, this just shows you the whole story in one picture. It's like a downward staircase of satisfaction, right? Each step down is another glass of water, and each step is smaller than the last. That right there is diminishing marginal utility in action. It's that simple. So, okay, pizza, water,
Cool. But why does this actually matter in the real world? Well, here's the thing. Businesses get this. They understand this principle perfectly. And they use it, well, they use it to influence how you spend your money every single day.
Ever wonder about those buy one, get one 50% off deals? That's this law at work. The store knows you don't want that second pair of jeans as badly as the first. Your marginal utility is lower. So what do? They lower the price to tempt you. Or think about all-you-can-eat buffets. They're making a bet. They're betting that your desire for that next plate of food will drop to zero way before you've eaten enough to hurt their bottom line. Seriously, once you see this pattern, you'll start seeing it absolutely everywhere.
So what's the big takeaway here? If you're going to remember one thing from all this, what should it be? Let's boil it down.
Here's the crucial point. Your overall happiness, your total utility, can still be going up even while your excitement for the next thing, your marginal utility, is going down. That second slice of pizza, it still makes you happier overall. It just doesn't give you the same massive boost as that first one did. Understanding that difference between your total happiness and the happiness from the next one, that is everything.
And there you have it, the law of diminishing marginal utility. See, it's not some dusty, abstract theory. It's the invisible logic that explains why the first bite is always the best. And it's the reason for all those deals you see every single day. So the real question is, now that you know the secret, are you ever going to look at a buy one, get one deal the same way again?